Okay.
What's up? Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Sleep Podcast.
Hey, how's it going? It's me, Charles.
Can we use that?
I'm your host, Bingish me. And today my two guests are Charles Nettles
Hey, how's it going?
and Brendan Giles.
Hey, how's it going?
So, what I hear is that you guys are...
How'd you get into the rap game?
How'd you guys... So what I first wanted to know is how you guys got into the rap game. Could you...
I was on the bus one day.
Yeah.
And this kid started talking shit about my mom.
Uh-huh.
And I just...
Oh, classic.
I just let out some sick bars. And then that guy went, I'm from Republic Records. And you got the goods.
Oh, let's hit that buzzer. Meow, meow, meow. Oh, yeah, because that one was a meow, meow, meow. Brendan.
That was a classic Chili Squad moment.
Yeah. Can we get the Chili Squad buzzer in the house? Chili Squad, what's up? Represent. What's up, Chili Squad? Yeah.
Long buzzer.
Well,
He just goes to sleep. The soundbite.
Can you listen? So, Brendan, how'd you get in the building?
One day, I said...
Yeah, that one was a real snoozer. Let's go to the next guest. Ricky, how'd you get here? So, I'm just really grateful for God and my family. And I'm just really successful and hot, and everyone loves me, and I have a lot of money. And yeah, I just want to say thank you, God. And
That guy wasn't wooing you, he was falling off a cliff.
Wow! So I think I'm the energy that you guys needed to make your content really pop.
Hey, Ricky,
Yeah.
I have a question to ask you.
What's up?
Why do you have a beard only on your neck?
Because I forgot to shave.
Just that one part?
Shut your mouth.
Why do you have to come for me, Brendan? Just because you can grow a beard, you're mad? Huh?
No, I was just asking the question, just why?
I don't think that was a question. I think that was more of an attack.
It wasn't an attack.
No,
I'm legitimately interested in, like, what you're going for.
I'm just wondering what kind of madman would do that to his face.
So the thing is, you're being rude.
I'm not being rude. I'm asking a question.
Oh, I'm glad that you can just decide on, like, what you're doing is, how that is.
So we were all in speech and debate in high school. Right?
I'm not done.
Anyways.
You're not done?
No, but continue.
Okay.
Fine.
We were all in speech and debate in high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Brendan?
No, but yes. I was.
Okay.
No, but also yes.
Oh, we were going to start it off by talking about how it affected us. Ricky, you're still in it.
Am I the first
No,
on the
you're not.
horn?
Yeah.
Well, right. So, I think, yeah, I was in it for every year except junior year. And I think, all in all, I think that it was just a net positive all around, honestly. I don't think there's a part of it that was, like, detrimental in any way. It really helped me, like, when other people talk about politics, I feel like they're... Maybe this is a kind of, like, a really, like, Reddit user type thing to say, but I feel like they have a very base understanding of how it operates.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel as if they are in some way, like, lacking in understanding of, like, what's actually going on.
You get more insight in speech and debate?
Yeah. Yeah.
But, like, in regards to did you do drama before you did speech and debate?
No, and honestly, I feel like the speech side of speech and debate was like basically was my entry into, like, public speaking in general. And I think that it helped me a lot because I was such a nervous person before. especially when like in speaking in front of people, and like having to go up and do a humorous interpretation where you act like a freaking monkey that ate a freaking
Other monkey.
I ate a freaking monkey, bro. And like having to act that out in front of people and just having the understanding of we're all here to act like assholes in front of each other.
It teaches you that like bad performances really don't define you.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of times where someone's giving you like the stank eye the entire time you're performing, and it really doesn't matter even like the next day.
Yeah.
Fuck, what was I gonna say?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Can you get closer to the mic?
Okay. I was gonna say, like the first week you were in speech and debate, I thought that you were like very reserved and kind of quick to anger, kind of. Because I remember one member of the team came up behind you while you were on your computer, and you were like, shit, and you like moved and gave them the stank eye. But then after maybe a week, I don't know why I thought it was cool to do, but I took your mouse from your laptop and I scrolled it all the way to the top right, and I closed all of your tabs. And you lost your shit at me, and only you and me knew that you were joking. Everyone else thought you were like chewing me out. Like you were like, "Why are you closing my tabs?" and I was crying laughing. And at one point I held out the mouse to give it back to you, and you smacked it out of my hand. And you were like, "You think this is a game?" And everyone else was like getting ready to defend me in case you started swinging or something. But yeah, it's just that's how quickly you stop caring about what people think of you with speech and debate.
Yeah. I think the problem is I just have resting bitch face.
You know, Ricky, I'm going to say that's the least.
That's the least of my problems.
Yeah.
Cool.
What about you, Charles? What would you say is probably the best thing you got out of speech and debate?
Well, before speech and debate, I was very like focused on studies, and I was kind of no nonsense, really. Like, would you say you knew me before speech and debate, Brennan? Would you say that?
I wouldn't say you were no nonsense, but I do think speech and debate inspired you to do what you do now. Mm-hmm. So while it wasn't so much of a change in like your everyday life, it was more of a change in like you as a person, I suppose.
Yeah, because like my dream before I entered speech and debate was to be an astrophysicist, and like I started doing debate, public forum debate, and I sucked nuts at it, and everyone else was doing great. And then, like, the next day, Walt was like, do you want to do an acting event with my old partner, Steven? And I don't know, I just kept on doing it because it was fun, and it helped me realize the like, rush you get from an audience laughing.
We shouldn't call him Steven. We should come up with a...
Steven from Minecraft.
Steven.
That's Steven as suit, Steven.
Jumanji?
Yeah, just replace that with Jumanji.
We'll call him Bill Murray.
Bill Murray?
Yeah, Bill Murray. Your old partner, Bill Murray.
I think we're settled on Jumanji, but okay.
We're kind of married to the idea of Jumanji.
Fine. All right. Jumanji it is. All right. You want to talk more about Jumanji? Is there anything else?
He taught me how to like whip He taught me how to whip someone. No.
Jumanji taught you how to whip?
Yeah.
And Nene?
Yeah. His inability to like work really helped me with confrontation, I would say, because I was very non-confrontational. And then I'd be like, hey, memorize your lines. And he'd be like, nope.
Then you sent him to the hospital.
When did I send him to the hospital?
When you beat him up, Charles.
Oh, yeah, because he was being a pussy in front of my girls, dude. But, like, no, it was very much just like, hey, like just being direct, like, hey, both of our grades are riding on this. I need you to step up and do this. And I didn't need to do that as much with you, Brendan. It needed to happen in the beginning.
Damn.
Because like,
How's
I remember...
that feel?
I'm being called out right now.
Yeah.
I remember...
In front of my own
Brendan.
microphone.
In front of my own microphone. In my own room.
I do remember sophomore
This is
year.
my home.
I do remember sophomore year being like, hey, Brendan, could you get some memorizing done tonight? And you sending a gif of the dude being like, ha no. But yeah, I mean, even after like a month, you were into it and you were doing it.
You can't just compliment me after you insult me.
I wasn't insulting you.
It's fine.
It's called negging.
Yeah.
And I think...
I like your smile, but it'd be better if you had prettier hair, Brennan.
That's fine.
And
That's an okay thing to say.
And I think it's working.
What did you get from it?
You.
Speech and debate. No. What'd you get from me? What'd you steal?
What'd you take this time? I guess
These nuts. Continue?
Ricky, you were actually really fucking funny. I really gotta let you know.
if this doesn't win us the Oscar, I don't know what will.
Oscar for podcast?
Yeah, Oscar for
That's
podcast.
just like-
they make one specifically for that
Yeah,
joke.
that's like
Funniest joke.
funniest joke.
Funniest joke.
The D's Nuts guy is there in a suit.
He's crying because he lost.
I didn't get this one.
Oh my god.
You surpassed the creator.
He's...
He like rips his weird teeth out and like throws them at the guy who won. Man, that's straight up bullying right there. Fuck.
Like they were fake ones all along.
He has like it's like 70 of the shitty vampire teeth you get at Walgreens.
Oh my god.
You just lined them up properly. Oh my god.
He used this shrink ray on an elephant's tux and just stuffed it in there.
You went to the dentist and you're just like, you know what to do.
I'm sorry, we totally derailed. What did you give him speech and debate? Besides D's Nuts.
Besides these nuts.
Besides an Oscar for D's Nuts.
Oh.
I guess I just gained more confidence as a person, I suppose. That's probably the most important thing I got from it, I would say. Because I was very reserved before. But now I've realized that the most important thing is making myself laugh rather than others.
Yeah, I'm in middle school. It used to be like you'd be afraid to say anything. I think I remember one girl complimented your shoes, and you were just like, "Thank you," and you looked like you wanted to kill yourself.
I did. I absolutely did.
But now you'd be like, "Shut up, bitch," or something like that. And I mean, we're all gonna die in the heat death of the universe, anyways. So
Yeah.
what really matters?
I'd much rather make myself happy than worry about others.
You
and
said
that's
that.
the game theory.
Yeah, you said that as if you were confident, as if you would make it that far.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be there when the heat death happens.
Okay.
These nuts are gonna be there.
You're confident that
These nuts and me are gonna be there.
Oh, okay.
Skeletons decompose at a much slower rate, so...
You guys
Damn.
are cool. You guys have. I bet you guys have a lot of karma on Reddit.
I do.
Shut up, Bruce.
He does. What do you have, 9,000 or something like
I
that?
have 10K.
I'm currently
super-
exiting the building.
Super cool.
I'm actually leaving.
Bye, Ricky.
Bro, you like to cack on 4chan,
You just came out of nowhere
bro?
with that. What's up?
What?
Were you making fun of what I was saying?
Yeah, you guys sound like some top tier Redditors right now.
What are you,
I
what
only
are you
have
talking
40
about?
karma, dude.
He's not even a top tier Redditor. Your facts are bullshit right now.
Fucking edit Wikipedia, dude.
I did Ricky's Wikipedia.
Bro.
Ricky's feet wiki.
Reddit, Ricky's cheat,
Ricky's feet wiki.
Ricky's feet.
It's just Wikipedia.
You guys,
Wikipedia.
You guys are millennials, and I'm
not a millennial.
No,
I'm
we're
a-
not. We're
You
not
guys-
old enough to be millennials.
We're all Gen Z.
Shut up and let me speak.
No.
Shut up and let me make fun of you.
You guys are millennials.
I'm fucking Spider-Man kiss you.
You guys are millennials. I'm a freaking Zoomer. All right. Get out of here, oldies.
You're a boomer, and I'm.
Why
a
is it
clooner.
called a Zoomer?
You guys
I'm a
are...
clooner. I just really like George Clooney. Laugh into the mic, you dick.
I don't want to scream into the fucking mic.
Do that.
No.
Clip the mic really hard.
I prefer not to. No.
I'm into bondage. I just really like James Bond movies.
So
What were you gonna make fun of us about with the Reddit shit?
so
What did we say that was so cringeworthy for you?
it's not cringeworthy. It's just that you said it as if like it was.
Oh, like we're lecturing?
Yeah.
Oh,
What do you mean lecturing?
like I was like, we're gonna die in the heat of the universe anyway. He was making fun of that.
I'm sorry we were real for a moment.
But that's your way of being real. Like you had to be so specific as to say that.
What do you
Like
mean?
instead, I don't know. As if like I feel like if I'm being real, then I'm trying to be as simple as possible to appeal to everyone around me.
You don't
Well-
think there's value in being articulate? Sorry, that was kind of. You don't think like.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
No, not
Okay.
and not.
End of fucking podcast because Ricky's a bitch.
I specifically if you're talking about someone like dying,
hmm
I
I could just say, well, I'll die.
yeah.
I did not say he did.
We're all gonna die anyway. So what's the point of it?
Well, I meant in a grander scheme.
It's just a
Like,
Oh,
if
just
you-
like nothing matters.
Yeah.
Anyways.
yeah. It's just a
Yeah. I guess so.
I didn't actually mean we're all gonna die in the heat death of the
Yeah,
universe.
because that just
We
it
will all
painted
be there.
such a vivid picture in my mind of you just standing bare ass naked
At the
waiting
edge of
for-
the world,
Yeah.
butt ass naked,
waiting for the sun.
with the big old shit
Yeah.
coming out of my head as the sun explodes
Waiting
on
for
my
the- waiting
chest.
for the sun to envelop you. Just fucking spread eagle.
I'm like normal, and then the sun explodes, and I spray chocolate syrup on my ass.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, I feel like I will say this. You know what? I'm drunk as hell, man. No. I'm sorry.
I have one fucking thing to say. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, it was
Just
a good
fucking-
conversation.
Yeah, no.
It was a good transparency moment. It was a bra moment, honestly.
It was pretty bruh. So, let's talk about literally anything besides this.
okay.
This is what happens when we go off script, guys.
Okay. So who wants to talk about
Talk about Jumanji.
Jumanji? Do you want to talk about Jumanji some more, or do you got something else to talk about, Charles, that you'd prefer?
No, I had moved on to you and what you get out of speech.
Well, we already talked about that. I got
Well, alright
confidence.
then.
The end.
Who wants to go next on their topic list?
We weren't gonna bring up topic list. That's what I was trying to avoid.
You dingus.
Well, I just...
Now he's gonna have to edit this out of the podcast.
Marker!
It's gonna be one of those.
Sink.
It's gonna be. It's okay. It's gonna be one of those funny things where he says he's gonna edit it out, but then he doesn't actually edit it out.
And
Hey,
then
Barry.
and then in the video version on YouTube, I'll put a little
Uh-oh.
meh face.
Yeah,
Like
a little.
I'll put in that same picture that
Like
you've
a
seen.
bud.
Yeah. I'll just put in an array of 2012 impact font memes. So I guess since we did nose goes and I lost, I'll go next. So Zane, or Jumanji 2.
Jumanji 2!
Jumanji 2.
wait, what's the name of
fucking eats
Was
it.
the space one? Were you thinking of the space one?
No, what's the newest Jumanji? What's that one called?
It's called Jumanji.
No, it has a
Subtitle?
subtitle, I think. I'll look it up.
Jumanji, get this dick.
It's it's like Jumanji Into the Jungle or something.
Into these jungle dicks.
No, Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle.
Jungle dicks, they're camouflage.
Get
I don't want you to know this dick is coming.
Get some of this jungle pussy. Jumanji jungle pussy.
Jumanji 2, Ron Williams, get some pussy.
Jumanji 2. Come get this jungle pussy.
Oh my god.
That's disgusting. You gotta like machete through to get to it.
It's a rainforest.
You have to.
You see some poison dart frogs in there, and you're like, maybe I should tell her.
The natives are trying to defend it.
You send a drone in and it gets shot down by spears. I gotta do recon on this pussy.
They sacrifice you to their fucking sun gods.
It's just a lamp. Is there a sun god?
Oh my god.
So what about Jumanji 2?
Jumanji 2. I had a long rivalry with Jumanji 2
Yeah.
in elementary school.
Yeah.
The reason being because he would always try to one-up me, and I would always try to one-up him back. And so it kind of devolved into, like, blatant lying towards the end of it.
So it's like Red versus Gary from the original Pokemon.
I wish I knew it. Oh,
Ash.
you mean the game, not the show. Kinda, yeah. He would always pick the Pokemon that would counter mine, basically. That was Jumanji 2.
Nice.
It's hard to say that. So yeah, towards the end of it, it just devolved into us like running laps. Running laps around the gym.
Sweaty and cool.
Yeah. Isn't that so funny that that's like the signifier of being cool in elementary school?
Yeah, in elementary school, it was the littlest things that would like make you awesome. Like it would be like, well, at kickball at recess today, I managed to run 2 bases.
Yeah, it was like physical feats of strength. It was never like I have more. Yeah, I have more money than you, or like it was like my dad can beat up your dad, or like
I go to bed at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I just lied and told everyone I was a spy.
Oh, we can talk about comic books if you want to. You want to talk about your comic books back in
Okay.
elementary school? We can talk about mine too.
Yeah, but
the good version.
Let's finish up this Jumanji feud.
okay.
The Jumanji. I mean, ultimately, it ended. I mean, there's a few other things I wanted to talk about elementary school, anyways. But it ultimately ended with us getting to 5th grade and not being in the same class, and it kind of just showed how kids act, and we just never talked again. That was it. End of feud. There's no ending, and that's the ending.
To this day, hate
To this day, I
hate
still
Jumanji
hate
2
Zane
so
Wyckoff, though, because I still
Jumanji
remember
2.
I ran more laps than him one day, and he said, I'm not even trying.
You bitch, he got you.
I know, I hate that so much.
He laughs and he's like sweating.
He had the premium version of Wizard 101, and he would bring that up every single day. Guys, I got the new card in Wizard 101.
Your parents may be together, but I have premium Wizard 101.
I get to carry one of the backpacks full of food home from school.
My dad lets me carry the bricks.
I get to eat a whole potato for dinner.
He let me have ranch and
They
everything.
let me eat the blue crayons today for dinner.
Oh god.
My dad lets me sniff glue.
My dad wants me to sniff glue.
My dad killed himself.
My bedtime's at 8.
I don't have a bedtime because my dad fucking killed
My
himself.
dad almost died. My dad could have died. I wish my dad was dead.
I killed my dad.
I killed him.
And I ripped out the teeth.
Made him eat crayons.
Told that bitch, eat this pussy.
Called my dad Jumanji 3.
I fucking made my dad Jumanji 4 on this bitch.
My dad went to the moon and killed himself, man.
My dad went to the fucking dark side of the moon and he fucking was so fucking struck with fear
My
that
dad went to the fucking shadow realm.
My dad's a goddamn transformer.
my dad's fucking Starscream, bro. Fuck you.
Yeah, well, my dad's fucking Goofy from Disney.
My dad's fucking Goofy from Kingdom Hearts, bitch.
Specifically from Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, bitch.
Not the Disney.
My dad's the fucking boss baby, dude.
My dad's fucking Boss Baby too, bitch.
Damn it! Like, you got me. Like, we're just straight up lying, but then you're like, boss baby too, and I'm like, fuck!
Oh my god. Oh.
Oh my god.
So I heard that you wrote comics, Charles.
Yeah.
In elementary school, I used to write little comic books, actually with Jumanji, and we would read them. We would read them for the class.
Yeah.
Hang on. Okay.
We're good.
In elementary school, I used to write these little comic books with a character. I actually told you this, Ricky, but I don't think you remember. I wrote comic books, and the main character was a dude named Edhead the Deadhead.
Yeah, you already remember that.
And Jumanji wrote a spin-off with a dude named Headwreck the Redneck. And their superpowers were they'd eat peanut butter, and then their eyes would cross and they'd kill everyone.
That just sounds like they were fucking murderous villains.
Who liked peanut butter?
Yeah!
No, but before that, I wrote one called Ralphie the Retard Raptor.
Oh, that's aged well.
And he would just be a normal raptor hunting. And then so I'd be like, we need you. And then he would go, duh! And his eyes would cross.
So there's a fucking theme, huh?
And then he'd put on a cape.
And then he'd kill everyone, yeah?
No, I'd use it to make fun of people in class. Because, like, there was this one kid who would always come up to me and be like, you want to play? And I'm like, I'm going to write a comic about you.
Oh my god.
But no, I would write these comics and read them for the class.
It was your fucking blacklist.
That was my kill list.
It was your fucking black book.
You just walk up to kids one day and cross your eyes.
Did I ever mention you in a comic?
Just scooping peanut butter.
We would read them in front of the class, and supposedly Brendan would get jealous.
Yeah.
So he started writing comics about like a super slinky, right?
Yeah, it was the Super Slinky comic book, and he fought a cockroach from space. That's all it was about. And it's just because it was one of those things where I just hold up a slinky and I'm like, this'll do.
But like he tried to read them in front of the class, and apparently everyone hated you.
Yeah, everyone hated my comic
They were
books.
like, "You're just copying Charles."
Yeah.
Writing a comic book? This is his IP!
You're playing Minecraft now?
Oh my god. You were in the Minecraft club in middle school.
Yeah, with you.
Yeah, we were both in it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have anything like Minecraft related? Because you were only a year off, so.
Yeah. I had in my after school program, there was like a server that we would all get on. Something like that,
Something
you know?
like that. Yeah, it's weird how much of a phenomenon it was where it even like came into school. Because like we have Fortnite now, and while like it's permeated so many people's lives, it's not nearly on the scale. Like you don't have like Fortnite class.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just really weird to even think.
Yeah, Fortnite dance classes.
Yeah, Fortnite dance classes. Yeah, if you pay for them.
I mean, with our like Minecraft club we had in middle school, I think it was more like that teacher was trying to be hip. Because later she started a Flappy Bird club.
Oh.
Did she really?
Yeah, she did.
I mean, it was still fun.
Yeah,
It was still a lot of fun. I didn't even play Minecraft a lot of the times I went in there, though. When Slender Man became popular, I'd go in there and play 5 seconds of Slender Man and then turn it off because I got too scared.
Oh, yeah.
They let you
The Troll
download
Man.
games in there?
Yeah, we could download whatever we wanted
you
to.
had to download Minecraft.
But they just did that unsupervised? They were
well, no, I think this was a in-browser version of Slenderman, is the reason why I was able to do it.
Charles just beckoned Brendan like 3 inches closer to the microphone.
Well, because he's been doing that to me this whole time.
So he just felt
That's
like...
because I can actually hear myself. You're echoing everywhere.
Yeah, you freaking dingbat.
That made no difference.
It does if I say it.
That
dude.
probably made it worse, if anything.
Yeah, you freaking dingbat.
So, Charles, do you want to do your second talking point?
Well, my second talking point's really just a story. One time when I was very little,
Ricky, do you want to do your second talking point?
Do you want me to give you an intro song for your, since it's like a segment?
It's not a segment.
Well, it's your segment since you're the only one that's going to be talking in it.
I'll give you a beat and you come up with a little jingle.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Ready? Charles is a man. He's got a plan. And that plan is to tell a little story for all his fans. He's gonna get up late, have a little cake. He's gonna be a man. He's got a plan. It's Charles, the big old boy from school.
It's Charles from school.
Hey everybody, it's Charles from school.
Do you remember, Ricky, one time you, we were waiting for, like, our rides after practice, and you were, like, doing a beat on, like, the wall or something, and you were like, Charles Nettles was a young man. That's the end of the song.
I've never done that in my life.
You have done that. Also, I remember one time we were judging at a tournament, and you came out of the bathroom, and I was like, just joking, I was like, I didn't hear hand washing. And you're like, it's because I didn't wash my hands. And I was like, oh. And you're like, what? Do you wash your hands every time you go to the bathroom? I was like, yes. And you're like, that's a damn lie.
So now that I've been outed, I think it's time for Charles to tell his story.
Yeah.
Oh.
We came up with the jingle and everything, so you got to now.
When I was very little, during the summer,
That was the fade in.
during the summer, I was just sitting at home in my boxers and
Boing.
am I getting heckled? Are you
No,
hecklers?
this is the sound effects.
Wow, wow.
This is the sound effects for the story.
Charles.
You guys have to do this when I tell my story.
Okay. I was just hanging out in my boxers, and then I heard like someone knocking on the door. But like they were trying, like it was like they were really trying to get in. And it was a crazy man. I fucking killed him. No, he was like in a uniform for work. Is that the sound you make if you're in uniform?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry for interrupting your sound effects.
Yeah, bitch.
He was knocking, and like he saw me in the window, and I was like, oh, I'm in my boxers. So I ran away from the window, and then he just like knocked even harder, and for like maybe 2 hours he was knocking. 2 hours later, and eventually he left, and he left a note that was like, they tracked my cell phone that I lost here. I don't want to have to get the police involved.
The fuck?
And I was like, I'm 9, dude. And then they called the police, and they never tracked the guy down. They never knew what happened to him.
What?
Yeah.
The police came to your house?
Yeah, because my mom was like, no one harasses my kid like that.
Oh.
So she called the police and said that they threatened me.
He buried himself under your house. He was just waiting.
Buried himself.
He buried...
One fucking day, I'm gonna get struck by lightning and come back as a zombie and get my phone back.
He's like one of those spiders that like buries himself in the sand.
Oh, a trapdoor spider?
Yeah, so when you step on him, inevitably one day, he'll just grab your leg and bring you down. And eat you.
Yeah, that was my story.
And your cell phone.
And yourself. Mine.
Yeah, that was my story.
Okay, so
Woo!
that was a good one. That was a good story, Charles. I give
I'll
that
be here all week.
2 genes out of 1
Whoa.
gene. So go ahead, Ricky.
All right, strap in, bitches. It's about to get real.
Do you want sound effects?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Give me my intro. Hit that shit.
Do you want me to do the beat again? Oh, I'm doing it? Ricky goes to school. Not anymore, he tried to, though. People told him to go, but he stayed. That was pretty scary.
Hey, guys. I'm back from school. And it's about to get fucking real. So, I don't know. I'm depressed or whatever. And one day, I forgot to take my meds. And I had a little argument with my mom. And I decided, fuck this shit. I'm gonna kill myself.
The end.
But then my mom walked in.
Ricky!
Oof! She
She's the fucking Roblox oof.
She trips and falls.
And she took my freaking meds away. So I was like, fuck this shit. I'm about to walk out of this bitch. But then she called Copes.
Woo!
But I left anyways.
Shout out to Copes.
Shout out to fucking Copes, bro.
Shout out to Chug.
And so...
Shout out to Romeo and Juliet.
So I walked a mile away from my house. And then I saw a dead bird. This is all real. This is all real.
Really?
I saw a dead bird.
Wait, you really
Yes.
left your house?
All of this is real.
Is this this
Whoa.
from like a couple like a month ago?
So
Yes.
this is a really intense story, but you're just telling
Yes.
But you told us to do
Let's
sound
it.
effects, you asshole.
I tried to kill. Oh my god!
Okay.
So then I saw this.
keep doing it.
I saw this. Okay.
I don't even give a fuck.
And then I saw this dead bird, right? And I don't know why, but I think it was just my mind was so, like, the Looney Tunes crazy at this point that I was like, well, the obvious thing to do is meditate in front of it.
What?
So I sat there for a good 30 minutes just trying to meditate and focus on this bird. And then I heard a car go by, and I didn't want to get caught, so I just walked.
Meditating?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
that's embarrassing.
You made it sound like it was
With my
illegal.
pants down. No, I did, like, I
The
thought...
chips are against
Yeah.
the wall.
I thought I should be naked.
So I just walked away. And then I, walked close to the Creek Turnpike,
Okay.
and I just sat down in a field. I was just laying down for a good while. And then I eventually felt, like, stupid, I guess. And so I was like, I'm gonna go home, and I hope they're gone so I can just sleep and act like all this crazy shit that I tried to do didn't just happen.
And they weren't gone, were they?
And they were not gone. And my mom, I was sweating like, well, you know me. I sweat like a freaking hog, man. And,
I have a story about that.
the
Do you have
one
a story about Ricky
where I was
sweating?
trying to do the pros in
Yeah.
front of everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sweating like a pig up here, Charles.
God. So I see my mom, and she just sits me down in her car, and she's driving me home, and she's like, I don't know what to do for you anymore. Just tell me what I can do to help you. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think there's anything you can do to help me. So then she drove past our house, and then we went to downtown Tulsa, and she checked me into this building, and I was sitting in a waiting room. I felt stupid. I didn't have my phone on me. I didn't have anything. And then she was like, she sat down next to me and she told me to fill this sheet out, and I was writing it out. And she was like, they want to keep you here for a day. And I was like, time to walk away. But no, I didn't. I just sat there and I was like, I deserve this. I feel stupid. And, I went in there. They debriefed me. They made sure I wasn't, like, on the verge of doing something terrible. Mm-hmm. They check me in, and I'm just sitting, like, they bring me into this room of, like, it's basically like, have you ever seen in prisons, like, the tank where they keep people that are, like, tripping off of drugs?
No.
Like the big white room?
Yeah.
With, like, the padded walls or whatever?
No, not that. That's like that would have been the next step.
I was about to say, like, that's like a...
Yeah.
That would have been like a 1 month trial room.
Yeah,
That's a
that would have been like
permanent stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the rooms where they keep people, like in prisons, if they bring someone in and they're like, they committed a crime and they were like bonkers on drugs, they have like a place where they would keep people if they were tripping, and they would just keep them there until they're sober again. It's called a sobering tank, I believe. But anyways, it's like this big room with a bunch of like reclining chairs basically, and that's where everyone sleeps, and that's where everyone eats, and that's where everyone just lives.
So everyone who's tripping is in the same room?
Yes. There's people that are high.
Cause problems.
Well, I'll get to that.
Okay.
But just for a long time, it was just boring and scary, because like it was a new place. I didn't know any of these people, and I was like scared. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know. It like I soon came to the realization that I did not want to be there. Like an hour in, I finally got the wherewithal to ask somebody when I could leave, and they said, "You can't leave until you talk with a therapist, and the therapist just left, and she will not be back until 8 o'clock in the morning." So, really? Yes. So, I sat there for a good long while, and then I said, is there just a room that's like quiet or something like that? And yeah, there was. So imagine a closet, right? Mm-hmm. There are no lights in this room. There is a single chair sitting in the room. And I sit in that chair, and that is where I live for the next 24 hours. And I fall asleep in that chair about halfway through the day, and I wake up, and I hear someone screaming, and he's like screaming like, "Yeah, motherfucker, everything's alright, everything's fine, everything's fucking fine." And like people are walking up to him saying, "Do you need any help?" And he's like, "No, I don't need any fucking help, okay? Get the fuck away from me, bitch." And like, yeah. So I didn't feel comfortable. Like, I just didn't feel like going back to sleep at that point. And so that was scary as hell. And
he wasn't in the room with you.
He wasn't in the room with me, no. But what he kept doing was walking by my little closet and then like just looking at me through this like little glass that was in the door. And that made me feel something that I've never felt before. Fear that a man was about to kill me.
Yeah.
And so yeah, everything was pretty chill. And then I
good vibes all around.
Yeah, good vibes basically.
He was weird, but he was cool.
That night, they said, "Pill call." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't give them any pills, so I won't have to take any pills." Mm-hmm. but I was wrong.
Oh. What? What?
They gave everyone like a sedative basically, just to make everyone go to sleep.
Oh.
Yeah. Everyone took a sedative to go to sleep.
Even the dude who's like, fuck it.
Yes.
Wow.
And then I just pass out. I like slightly hear. I'm waking up in the middle of the night hearing someone crying.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, go back to sleep. And so I go back to sleep. And I wake up. I have a talk with a therapist. Well, okay. In the middle of the night, before I was going to bed, while I was just sitting there thinking, drifting off to sleep, I felt the happiest I had felt in such a long time.
Because of the sedative?
No.
Oh.
Not because of the sedative, but because, like, I realized how ridiculous the situation I had found myself was.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that, like, it obviously did not have to get to this point. If I realized how stupid, like, I can't even remember what I was arguing with my mother about that set me off.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, I have ended up in less than 24 hours in a psych ward. So I'm just laughing my ass off. And then
I thought you were losing it.
Yeah. I realized that there's a camera pointed at me. So I hit a couple whips and, like, do the nene for the camera to show them that I'm, like...
You're sane?
Insane.
Yeah.
Show them! I was thinking, like, maybe this will make them think that I'm sane. But then I realized that I just looked more insane. So I was laughing. I was like, I feel good. I don't feel like... I don't know. Like, I felt like, obviously, this place is not for me. And if my two... Yeah. If my...
Just fuck the imagery of, like, a camera looking down on you and you fucking whipping for it. And they're like, oh, he's bonkers. He's gone.
I was thinking... So, I was thinking my two options are either just, like, deal with this depression and, like, in a normal setting, or be here. And I did not want to be there. So I was like, well, I'm gonna have to find a way to deal with whatever's going on. And so the next day, I talked with a therapist. They said, yeah, you're obviously not supposed to be here. Like, it's just, you've had a bad day. And,
we just kidnapped you.
yeah, we just, like, yeah, you're, like, this is the wrong building, dude.
You're supposed to be in
I don't
that
know
one.
why
Yeah.
you're fitting in here.
It's Weenie Hut Jr.
But yeah, like, we have that conversation. It's cool. They're like, you're going to check out at 2:00. And I was like, okay, 2:00, counting down to the hours till 2:00. It's 10.
Mm.
So I've never had a longer day. Like, it just felt like it was just stretching on forever.
Yeah, when you're given a deadline.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, like, a bunch of stuff happens, like, the dude that's shouting before...
Sorry.
You're
I just
fine.
can't get the image of...
Yeah. The dude that's shouting before, right? He walks up to me, and he says, hey, this isn't real, is it?
What did you say to
What
him?
did you say? What did you do, Ricky?
I said, I was just... Okay.
You whipped him.
I was trying not to react in any way possible to make him either, like, excited and talk to me more, or angry and, like, try to fight me.
Mm-hmm.
So I just said, man, I don't know.
So he's like,
honestly,
he's one of us.
And he said, it's not real. And I was like, okay. I mean, whatever you say, man.
Just up to you, guy.
That's up to you.
Yeah.
And, an hour before I'm supposed to be released, this girl comes in. And she's escorted in by a person, which never had happened. Like, the 3 other people that had come in were not escorted by anyone. Mm-hmm. But she's being escorted in by someone that looks like he's security. And so, basically, she just came in with, like, a flambage of N-words and fuck yous and, like, to every person that she saw.
Wow.
Like,
how old was she?
Probably 10. 16. I
She
think
was 4.
I think she said she was 16, which made the comment, I really don't want to have this baby, a lot, like, hit a lot harder. And I really just didn't want her to see me. But at this point, the little, like, back room that I had been hiding in was being cleaned. So I just had to, like, sit in the corner and just, like, not attract any attention. Mm-hmm. And what was most scary is before and after this, the staff was fighting with each other.
What?
Like, they were getting into it with each other. Like, yelling at each other in front of the people.
It's a psychiatric ward for everyone.
Yeah.
We hire. Need a job?
Don't want to leave?
You don't have to.
We'll pay you.
But then I got out, and if I ever go back to that place, then that is probably going to be the lowest point of my life. The second lowest point of my life. In order, not in depth.
So it's like, it's the same low point.
Yeah.
It's just it's happening a second
It's a really
time.
deep hole. It's just not next to the other one. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a cool story that it was a lie. I was lying. It was just a joke. It never happened. And a week after that, I got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And you know what was really funny?
What?
That was she was the girl that was screaming.
I have a kid.
And now I have a kid.
Yeah.
No.
He's in the psychiatric ward.
The first date was scary. Mm-hmm. Because it was literally a week after
exactly a week.
A week, like the day that so a week to the day. I was just hoping that, you know, like the conversation of what you have done recently wouldn't come up. And we were like playing like this game. We're like playing a game. We were asking each other fucking questions, basically.
Okay.
And just you answer one, I answer one. You answer one, I answer one. She asks, like, it was probably my own fault for being so honest, but she was like, when was the last time that you were your happiest? And I wanted to say, when I had a revelation, during, when I had a revelation when I was in a psych ward. But then I was like, probably shouldn't say that. But then
I watch the sunset.
Yeah, when I watch the sunset.
When I whip and name.
But
when
then
I look at you.
When I look at your face. And I think that's what she was setting me up to say. But instead I talked about how I had checked out of a psych ward. So I think this one's working out for me.
I mean, honestly, if she's still accepting of you after that, then...
Yeah. How far? Yeah, I mean... She'll take me after I left a psych ward. I mean, she'll take me fucking...
She'll take you to dinner.
She'll take me on a train, on a plane, in an automobile.
All right. So
cool.
That was a really good story, Ricky.
That was very good.
That was very good.
Shut up.
All right.
Because I mean, I can't relate to it on your level, obviously, but you know, I have struggled with it as well, and it's like I've for so long avoided doing anything to take care of it.
Yeah.
And just most recently, it got to the breaking point.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, I need to talk to someone about this. I need to actually work on I can't just ignore it, basically.
Yeah.
Ignoring it just makes it worse. So yeah, no, I can definitely relate to your story, if not entirely, obviously. I can't whip a nay-nay.
That's the only.
Not like you.
The only thing
The
different.
exact same
Everything
thing.
else happened
Yeah.
to me, but that part I didn't do.
I'm not insane.
I'm
God.
not insane. Well, we are at an hour. Do you guys want to keep going, or do you want to get dinner, or what do you want? What are you thinking?
Just do a mukbang.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
are we still doing improv?
improv.
Yeah, improv.
We're gonna at the end of every podcast, we're gonna do improv exercise.
Okay.
I wanted to do a fucking mukbang.
I don't know what
What's
that is.
that?
Do you eat food on camera?
Oh,
No, I'm good.
I don't want people to see me eat.
I
I
want people to
eat
see me.
food on camera.
We still
We'll
need to do an
record you
improv.
eating.
We'll do an improv. We'll record you eating when we get dinner. But,
Okay.
But for now, we'll do our improv session really quick.
Hit him up.
Am I doing the story like you said, Ricky?
Or
did you-
Let's.
Are we doing the one word story?
Okay. This is a game that I'm making up right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna narrate a story,
Mhm.
and then you two are going to be
We're gonna do the
actors in
dialogue?
this. No, yeah, you guys are gonna do the dialogue.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
we come up with the dialogue though. You're
Yeah.
just the narrator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Long ago, in the forgotten temple of Big Boy Island, there was a man named Jareth. And Jareth had a quest. Jareth knew that if he could get the diamond of Shmi, then he would have all the power in a 50-mile radius.
In the tri-state area.
Jareth looked upon the temple and said,
This is the temple that which I have been looking for. Once inside, I will find this rock, and I will be so strong. I will rule the whole island.
Then a giant peepee flew out of the sky. But it wasn't any regular peepee. It split in half, and inside of it
Was a boy.
was a beautiful man. A man so beautiful that he was a woman. That woman's name was Kyla, but she went by Stephanie. Stephanie spoke with a voice like thunder.
Hey, you can't go in the island because I want the rock.
And Jareth retorted,
I strongly disagree.
You want to have a structured debate about it?
said Stephanie.
Yes, I would.
Replied Jareth.
Well, alright. 1 hour prep time. Meet me back here.
Stephanie and Jareth stood off in different corners of the island. Jareth was having a hard time because his penis was so big.
If you could not scream it, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool.
Do the dialogue for that, Brandon.
I was having a hard time. Okay. Oh!
Oh!
Yelled Jareth. Stephanie was having her own troubles. Every man on the island loved her and wouldn't stop trying to get with that sweet booty,
Get out of here.
said Stephanie.
You know what? I'm just gonna go get the rock while he's doing prep time.
Replied Stephanie. She snuck off into the ancient temple, and the guardian said, the guardian was having a seizure.
That was me talking.
This was Stephanie's... The guardian...
speaking voice.
The guardian was having a seizure. This was Stephanie's time to sneak past. The guardian died. Once inside the temple, Stephanie realized that Jareth had the magic key that unlocked this final chamber door.
Give it back.
She yelled across the island. Jareth heard her reply.
My ears!
Said Jareth.
I don't know who said that, but I'm gonna sprint towards the direction it came from and find out.
Jareth finally made it past the dead guardian and into the final temple of the chamber.
Wow!
There was a golden door and nothing else. No walls, just this golden door.
Give me a key.
I'm gonna check out these walls real quick.
Jareth checked out the walls that weren't there.
Jareth was confused.
Said Jareth.
Why is there no walls? Why is there no walls here?
Jareth and Stephanie floated around in empty space, looking at this golden door, and realized that the story had gone on for far too long.
Okay.
They both died. The end. Behind the golden door was me, the narrator, all along, and it is I who has the final treasure, which is
I hope everyone enjoyed listening to this podcast.
Thank you for listening.
This was sponsored by no one.
I sponsored it, but
It was sponsored by Ricky. It was sponsored by Psychiatric Ward.
psychiatric ward.
It was sponsored by Braces.
It was sponsored by the Thirst. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cool.